Aren't animals just adorable? We all love these cute creatures that come in all colors, shapes, and sizes. But have you ever really thought that these pretty beings might actually be dangerous? We're here to reveal just that. Stay with us as we tell you about the 10 cute animals that you need to run away from. Let's begin. Number 10. Leopard seal. Oh, this one is cute, okay? These spotted blue-black sea animals look really adorable and can even smile. Their mouth has an upward curve which makes it seem like they're smiling. Of course, you wouldn't expect them to be harmful. Leopard seals have a very rich diet, and they feed on lots of things including marine animals, fish, krill, and king and emperor penguins. This means that they're very open to different options when it comes to satisfying their appetite. And you should definitely remember this when you spot one of these babies and can't resist being near it. Plus, the story of that biologist who was pulled down 200 feet underwater by a leopard seal and killed is enough to send chills down your spine. Number 9. Panda. The panda is probably one of the most well-known and beloved animals in the whole world. You must be saying to yourself, oh no, not your favorite animal. And after all, their precious little faces have also made them the symbol of world peace and kindness. But looks can be deceiving, my friends, and as a matter of fact, you shouldn't get too comfortable around pandas, as at the slightest threat of danger, pandas can get really defensive. What that means is that if you cross their boundaries, they're capable of serious harm as they have strong bodies and sharp teeth, which they can use to bite you or chase you until you give up and surrender. Yep, always keep in mind that pandas are just another type of bear, and we know bears for one thing, that's how deadly they can be. Number 8. Swan. Swans have been historically associated with romance and love thanks to their beautiful bodies and grace like none other. So what do these charming birds even do that's so dangerous? Well, just like love, swans can hurt you too. Even though they mainly only attack you if you disturb them, or if they feel threatened, they can inflict great damage. In one incident, a swan even made a man drown. It attacked a man's boat and capsized it, causing the man to fall. And when he tried to make it to the shore, the swan made sure he failed. So it can be said that these birds attack with the intention to harm you. So you should never approach a swan in a way that makes them suspicious or makes them think that you're after their nest. Number 7. Anteater. Anteaters, with their narrow faces and hairy bodies, look shabby and undoubtedly danger-free, not to mention that they don't have any teeth. Their diet is mainly made up of ants, you guessed it from the name, as well as citrus and avocados. However, one particular part of their bodies is not so harmless, and that's their claws. These sharp sets of nails are their main weapons, and they don't think twice before using them to defend themselves. They also can't see well, so if they feel endangered at any point, they directly resort to those knife-like claws of theirs to teach their attacker a lesson. In 2014, an anteater ended up killing 2 hunters in an attempt to defend itself. Number 6. Deer. Yes, you heard that right. A deer is considered to be one of the most deadly animals on the whole planet. We've often seen them in kids' movies, especially those made by Disney where they're shown to be meek, cute, and harmless. This is why when we hear the word deer, we think of a sweet, calm, and loving animal. However, hunters have a different story to tell. Deers were ranked the number 1 deadliest animal of North America in 2019. And the main cause behind 200 human deaths per year on average. Now you might be thinking that that's a low number, but take it from us, that's a lot of people killed by one type of animal. So misleading were those childhood movies that according to history, deer have been known to be very temperamental, and they use their anger on both humans and dogs that annoy them. However, this reactive nature of theirs is also thought to be a way to defend their fawns. Number 5. Raccoon. Ask a Canadian and they'll tell you what a nightmare these smart beasts can be. While their quick wits can seem adorable at first, they're entirely different when it comes to making chaos. They're infamous for their sharp minds, energetic little bodies, and a keen attitude that allows them to pull all sorts of mischief. They're also very confident when it comes to catching their prey. These dual-colored creatures have a habit of making a mess and rummaging through garbage in search of food. And if you dare to try to get them, they use their incredibly sharp sets of teeth and claws to get back at you. And yes, their attacks can be deadly, at least for a small animal like your pet chihuahua. What's even scarier about these little devils is that during the extensive periods that they spend near trash, they contract dangerous diseases that can be transferred to humans that become their victims. So beware, and if you do become unlucky enough to encounter one, seek immediate medical help. Number 4. Bottlenose dolphins. And now for fish. While these are known for their beauty and supposed harmlessness, bottlenose dolphins are in reality the psychopaths of the sea. They spread terror underwater in numerous ways, including killing baby sharks and even sometimes their own babies. This breed of dolphins has pursued divers and even killed them in some cases, and all to boast these skills in front of the females. Swimming next to them is discouraged, and you should be very careful not to tempt them if you ever face bottlenose dolphins. Number 3. Dingo. Just to be clear, dingoes are not dogs. This species of wild animal looks very similar to dogs, and they're very cute too. They have lush chestnut fur and big eyes. However, their looks don't give a true picture of their nature, and dingoes are in fact untamed, unruly, and often disease-carrying creatures who are extremely dangerous if disturbed. This can be explained by the fact that they're very closely related with wolves. They also have larger brains than regular dogs and act in a very chaotic way, such as traveling in packs and hunting down kangaroos. They're very unsafe for humans, and you should avoid them at all costs. Number 2. Red fox. Just like you shouldn't pet a dingo, you should steer clear of foxes as well. And you should especially avoid this special breed of foxes called the red fox. Even though their red coat makes them look magnificent against the gorgeous white snow which is home to them, red foxes can be highly dangerous. But what makes them way more dangerous than the average fox? For one, this breed of foxes is a big carrier of rabies. They also sometimes take humans to be the perfect dinner and tear through flesh like the hungry beasts they are. Yeah, they may look like the perfect pets, cuddly and romantic, but they're a major threat to humans, especially children. Back in 2013, a red fox entered a home and tried to drag a 4-week-old baby before being caught by the mother, who then tried her best to rescue the child. And then in 2018, an 8-year-old girl was also attacked by a fox, but then saved. So it can be safely said that you're much better off away from these creatures. Number 1. Prairie dogs. How can these incredibly small and adorable animals ever cause any harm whatsoever? That's what you must be wondering, but sit through our number 1 today and find out exactly why. Well, first, these cute little things are not dogs, but rodents. And second, they commonly fall victim to various predators like coyotes and eagles and even badgers. This is probably why these little guys get very defensive when you approach, and the poor little fellas have just become paranoid. Although they have a sociable nature, prairie dogs do not make the best pets because they can become very bitey very quickly. But what damage can a little bite do anyway, you may be asking yourself? Well, it might be informative to mention that prairie dogs are still sometimes carriers of the bubonic plague. You know, the sickness that killed almost half of Europe about 700 years ago? Yep, they still have it. And if that's not enough, you should also know that they have very sharp claws that can inflict enough damage to give you at least a few stitches. Still want to pet one? Think again. So those were the 10 cute animals that you need to run away from. Know of any more? Let us know in the comments below. And make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. See you next time.